Capture the spirit of the holidays like never before with Rockbrook Camera, Nebraska and Western Iowa's premier camera store since 1975. Rockbrook Camera has the latest cameras and lenses, so you can preserve precious memories and learn new photography skills that will last a lifetime. Let the knowledgeable photography pros at Rockbrook Camera show you how to take great pictures of family traditions, the kids' sporting events, and the kids' big holiday musical. Rockbrook Camera is always ready to help with amazing customer support. Join one of their photo classes to learn the best tips and order a beautiful, custom-made gift from their photo lab. Capture the beauty and majesty of winter's snowy landscapes. Be prepared for holiday gatherings and be ready to capture all the family fun. Visit Rockbrook Camera today, 1 block south of 168th and West Center in Omaha, 70th and Pioneers in Lincoln, or online at rockbrookcamera.com. Rockbrook Camera. Great photography begins here.
Wake up at Holiday Inn Express to a can't-miss breakfast that's free with every stay. Count on all the hot, fresh coffee you need and an incredible breakfast buffet that has something for everyone, like eggs, cinnamon rolls, and even hot, fresh pancakes with all the toppings you crave. Next time, do yourself a favor and stay at a Holiday Inn Express with a can't-miss breakfast that's free with every stay. So, when you wake up at Holiday Inn Express, you'll wake up happy, a part of IHG Hotels and Resorts.
Ladies, gentlemen, I'm here.
Good to see you. Hey, did you send it out to Al real quick?
I think I have Al's email as King of the Cock or something like that. I don't know what that means, but it's there.
Means how small it is. Anyway, look,
King Cock or something, Cockzilla versus King Cock or some shit. I don't know. It was some funny email like that. Cockzilla versus King Cockdora.
But definitely that
King
big.
Dingaling.
There he goes.
My dingaling. Yeah, hell yeah. Man, oh man. So here's what I'll tell you guys. Never overly upgrade your audio equipment. Because I had to like drop tons of fucking money on like work shit, like an iPad Pro that's fucking $1,400.
Really?
Yeah, because I have to use it for the one. It works as a second screen, so it like in Photoshop and any like 3D rendering shit, it'll be like I can use the Apple Pencil to like model from it while it's plugged into my Mac Studio, and then take it on the road and like go crazy with it. But it's really just to get the best mobile OnlyFans content I can, you know?
Right. But $1,400 though, like did the company pay for it? No.
By company, I mean my company? Yeah.
It used to be a thing where you could borrow against it, but I guess that's gone.
Yeah, in Biden's America, shit, baby. China's meeting with Russia right now. We're about to get bombed to shit. I'm getting this credit card line all crazy. I'm going to go, baby, the world's ending. I ain't paying shit back right now.
Hell yeah. You ain't getting shit.
Best Buy? Yeah. Best Buy.
I'm going into debt because it's not going to matter.
Yeah. I'm going into debt for nuclear war, bitch. You don't even understand me.
I mean, it wouldn't really matter anyway with anarchy and all.
Yeah, I know. Man.
I mean, you think the motherfuckers at Sally Mae are gonna be sitting there as soon as this shit falls from there?
No.
They're gonna be like this. I'm out.
Should I? What's Al's email?
I just put it to you in the chat on the text and all that stuff. I sent him a message on Facebook right there.
Yeah, why won't it show up in the chat? It's the Chinese, man. I said that fucking thing about them in Russia, and look at the chat won't show up.
Hey, isn't it funny how everybody was all screaming about that balloon, yet they all went and bought the damn iPhone anyway, multiple times? So who doesn't have your fucking information now, you dick?
That's crazy. I mean, it's more like
or you're on TikTok.
I only take dick pictures to see what actually gets leaked. Like I just take them and save them. I go, let me see if I put the worst password known to man.
You gotta back them up to the cloud.
Yeah. Exactly. The spank bank, as I call it.
Mm-hmm. Old storage center, if you will.
The old spank wire, if you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The skin train continues.
The skin train. What the fucking shit? But this, I got one of these. I also had to get one of these fucking. I say I had to get as if I was like held at gunpoint. Kind of was, you know.
I mean, when aren't you?
Yeah, I know. Especially here in fucking LA. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, walking out of a Chuck E. Cheese. Mind if I rape you a little bit? Don't mind if I do.
Well, just hope it wasn't EDP working there, because allegedly he was trying to get a job there or some shit.
It's like, do you mind? Like, do I? Fuck.
Hide your kids.
Hide your kids. Hide your wife.
Oh no, he doesn't want your wife. He wants your kid.
Just your kids. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the that's
you
the
can
Biden.
keep her.
Yeah. Come on, man. Be real here. You know what I mean?
Allegedly, he's dying from like what? He's dying from stage 5 lung cancer or some shit. But I think personally, it's no, not him. Oh. He's gonna be around forever, like Senator Palpatine, Trump, anybody. But I'm thinking like this.
Yeah, I think Trump might actually be around forever.
You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, they ain't going nowhere. But I was thinking like Feinstein, like all them old motherfuckers. I've been looking at them like, well, no shit, yeah.
Pelosi will end up looking like one of those creatures from like the Tool videos before she dies. You know?
Well, that's her right now.
That would be her song too. Like, why can't we stay sober? Considering she's fucking drunk all the fucking time. Hell yeah, I'm back, baby.
All of it is everywhere, and it's disgusting, and it must be stopped.
Yes.
Anyway,
all that shit. Where's what's Al's? Want me to just email Al? I can email him.
Yeah, I put his email in the text in the text center. You know what I mean? Group text.
It did not. In the group text.
Yeah.
Sir Dingling. What the fuck? All right. Got it.
Ring a ding ding dong, motherfucker.
Watch I read it out loud. And then I post the episode. That's sick.
Oh man. So Meghan Markle strikes again.
I don't know what she do.
What is enough with her? I think she's trying to sue South Park now because allegedly that episode that came out where it was like dealing with the prince and his wife and their privacy, even though her name wasn't said in there, but you can kind of tell because she has to be everywhere. You know what I mean? Every damn sob story. When Oprah did the interview, this is why we left the royal family. Like, bitch.
I thought it's because he called you the N-word. Right?
I mean, I thought that was the old argument, but apparently not.
Wait, which N-word?
Nigerian?
Mm-hmm.
Is she a bloody Nigerian, mate? Because, you know, they won't be like racist. They'll be like properly racist, where they're just like, they think she's from Africa or whatever.
Yeah, it's like that real subtle, not so subtle kind of racism.
Yeah.
You know?
All I know is profit off of that shit real good. Best damn sob story ever. We went all the way to Canada.
If the queen has her stereotypes like kind of mixed up too, or she's like all fucked up with the gender thing, and she's like, "Does she have a big cock?" And you're like, "That's the guys, madam." She does. That's Meghan Markle. Also, she's like 99% white. You know, she looks like a Mexican mom from the suburbs. She doesn't look black.
All I know is that very entitled bitch, and then like, you know, comes up out of nowhere, has every damn sob story you can think of, and then of course you're supposed to feel for it. And she's trying to see South Park, but I'm like, bitch, much like that woman that tried to cancel Married with Children, you're just gonna make that show more popular, and then Trey and Matt are gonna be rich even more so, and they're gonna be on the air for 2 more years. Bring it on.
Yeah, the crazy thing too is like, it's weird to think that South Park hasn't been controversial in like 15 years. You know what I mean? Like the show itself is like pretty, like when you think about the show South Park now, it's pretty fucking bland. Like compare it to like the Prophet Muhammad era of South Park, you know, like where they fucking went up against Scientology and because chef guy wanted a raise and they were like, fuck you, we're gonna make it's weird that like it's the Meghan Markle thing that's even,
I mean, it's like she should know better but can't handle criticism, much like any girl on YouTube. It's all about her.
Well, yeah, it's like anyone who like it's like the it's like how no one who was a Marvel fan on YouTube wants to really talk about Ant-Man.
Right, that's
Like, they don't
another
want to
thing
talk
as
about
well.
it no more because it's not fun no more.
Well, speaking of which, the girl that played Cassie Lang, she came up out of nowhere talking about like how Marvel lied in the trailer. It's like, bitch, that's your paycheck. What the fuck are you talking about?
The way Disney's going, she ain't getting a paycheck. She probably got paid up front. Like, here's 30 grand. Like, make that shit last. You're getting
You know?
what she makes. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But to be fair, it's like I'm always looking at people like, what do you expect? Like, what do you fucking expect right now? I mean, they had to hurry up and bring like the new Marvel-wide threat in a movie dealing with one of the lowest tier characters in Marvel history.
Well, like, this is
You
the
know?
thing that trips me out. Apparently, Kang is going to be the bad guy in like every one of these movies.
That's what I just said. Yeah. They had to hurry up and throw him at you.
But he's going to be the bad guy in like different versions of himself. Like, so
It's not the same Kang, yeah.
yeah, we might get like sexy ass Kang for the next one or whatever, you know?
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, unless you really know the character, it's like it kind of makes sense, but at the same time,
I want
once
it to be
again,
Jeff Kang Epstein. That'd be sick.
well, once again, it's like it's a reach.
Welcome to my island.
It's you know what? I would not want to see that variant. But what I'm saying,
I just
know
want
it
to say,
exists, though.
yeah, I just want to say that I'm glad all these comic book movie things are just over, almost.
almost, but like,
Yes and no.
Yeah, like,
yeah,
you know what's funny is what's gonna happen. What the only negative to it is, what's gonna happen is the movies we're gonna get after they all go away are like, remember Superhero movie? Remember that fucking movie?
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're gonna get a shit ton of those as like I told you so. These movies suck, like that kind of shit.
Well, we kind of already did. Phase 4 was just like that. Everything was a
Ant-Man 3 burn. You're saying superhero movies just like Ant-Man 3?
I say that all the. I've been saying that forever since we did this damn series. What the hell are you talking about? Look,
Yo, you know it's a sad day when a fucking HBO TV show looks better than a fucking like Marvel movie.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, that's because
when, like,
they don't
when girls has better set design than fucking Ant-Man 3.
Yeah, Fury is coming back for a new season.
I
But
heard
you know,
early screenings for Blade were so bad they're gonna call it blah.
well, you know, like the fact that Blade is even. I'm like, how do you fuck that up? All it is a vampire movie.
Hey man,
Like-
you asked and they're gonna answer.
I
How do you
mean,
fuck that up? And they're gonna be like, check it out.
Yeah, the same thing applied to Morbius, and they found a way to fuck that up.
Oh,
well,
dude.
yeah, exactly.
And Venom.
But, well, yeah, twice. But look,
Twice.
the thing is
and Spider-Man 3 times.
multiple times over.
Yeah. And
So-
Iron Man, ironically enough, when they did the third one, they were like, watch, we'll show you how we can fuck this up. Don't worry.
Oh,
about
you
it."
know what's funny about that? They said the reason why they didn't put the Mandarin in there is because a white man battling against a Chinese man, that's so controversial. I'm like,
Yeah.
you didn't have a problem battling against Middle Easterns. What the fuck are you talking about?
You didn't have a problem making Mexicans underwater sea creatures.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
right?
The WABs,
Right?
the water adapted brown people.
And then and then what's even funnier about that is it's like looking at the story point of view, it's like Wakanda fucking lost. Wakanda has to take care of Atlantis forever now. If you looked at it on that point of view, I took a look. I took a look at it, and it had that whole shit.
Why didn't Lady Black Panther fight Kang? What was the point? Like, yeah, because like, why even have?
He doesn't fight women.
Well, because it was like, either way, they were fighting to keep the vibranium secret. I'm like, the vibranium hasn't been secret in a while.
Hasn't been secret ever. They're talking about it in Captain America. They're like, the shield's made out of vibranium. We found it in Wakanda.
Right.
Like, okay.
Like you know what I mean?
Tell everybody. Scream it out loud. Go outside and just start screaming it out to people.
And I'm sitting there thinking this. I'm like, the character's still alive in comics. Like, for real. Like they could have just recasted it, had a better story and all that stuff. They just came up with all that shit. And I was like, thank God I didn't go to the movies to see this.
But isn't that fucking crazy? Like, it's... We're at a point where like everything looks fucking terrible. Because even like they said, like some of the early test screenings for Aquaman are with all like the studio interference, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's been like fucking bad. Like they said, people were walking out of the screenings.
I believe it.
You know what I mean?
I believe it.
And it's funny because they said like these are the screenings after James Gunn and shit came on board, and then they started to kind of like stranglehold all these projects.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just so funny to me to hear something like James Gunn say, like, we've reached out to Ben Affleck if you direct a Batman movie. I'm like, probably because you realize that the Batman wasn't very good in hindsight. And there's nowhere to go after that.
Because
like,
it wasn't?
Yeah. And like, in that world, you can't add a Mr. Freeze. You can't do a Clayface. Like, you grounded it so heavy in reality. Like, you're just going to be stuck. Every guy's a mafia guy.
Yep.
Basically.
You know?
I mean, pretty much
shooter. Whatever
pretty much
the Riddler was.
Pretty much the earlier days of Batman before like all of the cool things you care about.
And I realized the end of the Batman is just like January 6th.
Yep.
Oof.
And I was like,
Yeah.
but the thing is like January 6th was cooler. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm. And very much grounded in reality because
Yeah.
So, you know, you don't have to go to the movies to see it. You lived it.
Yeah, I can just turn on CNN every 15 minutes. They go, well, but is this worse than January 6th?
Oh, I haven't been watching CNN, and with good reason. But is that what they're still talking about? Is news still pretty dry?
Nah, Don Lemon got in trouble because he called women like pieces of shit or some shit as a gay man or whatever. And then they were like, hey, man, you can't say that. And he's like, but I'm gay. And they were like, oh, yeah, never mind. You can come back to work.
Yeah, that guy gets elevated all the time. He's in some shit. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he was like, women are in their prime. And outside of that, what are they good for? He said that on the air.
Yeah, that's him.
He pulled some Kevin Samuels shit, and they were like, hey, man, you can't be doing that out here.
I mean,
unlike Kevin Samuels, this guy admitted that he was gay.
Right.
I don't know. I'm just waiting for fucking Al to respond to an email I sent him with the fucking... I just titled the email, "You're late."
So when's the baby due?
Man.
That's fucked up, ain't it? But you know, like, oh wait, so he's the girl? I was just,
oh yeah.
You know, like I said, once again, I've been staying out of a whole bunch of shit. Just been working on this, all these things. I hope YouTube isn't too upset.
Man, YouTube. Talk about like all these platforms seem to be petering out.
Thank God.
All of a sudden, right? Like Instagram, Twitter, all that shit.
I mean, look, man, they need money. I know Facebook definitely needs fucking money, but because, you know, old Zuck needs that executive suite, man.
That metaverse didn't really work out.
You know? And we all knew it wasn't.
Yeah, like
ain't nobody gonna be walking around with no 3D avatar acting like they going to work. This is so great to go about work. I'm like, nobody gives a damn about the job like that. Not even executives.
Can dress up as Ant-Man in the metaverse.
Yeah,
I mean, unless it means that I don't have to go to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You can watch movies in the metaverse, and it's like, yeah, okay, this is Second Life, bitch.
I can't wait for the day there's like a terrible quote unquote event in the metaverse.
You mean like Fortnite? Because that's pretty much what they were trying to create. You can watch movies in fucking Fortnite.
Oh yeah, that's so gay.
I mean, you had Tenet being played in Fortnite, for God's sakes.
That sucks.
You know, it's like they pretty much just took the time to recreate Second Life, PlayStation Home, and Fortnite. That's pretty much what the metaverse was.
Yeah, I have. My kids play Fortnite. That's how I know I'm old.
Of course they do.
You know, and they're like 8 and 10.
You know,
and I just sit there and go,
"What is this?" Right?
Am I having a stroke or something?
No, that's your kids playing Fortnite.
That's just Fortnite.
I mean, it's better than Minecraft.
They play Minecraft too. I sit there. And my daughter was like, "Okay, suppress this. You go, Dad. You fly over here." I'm like, "I can fly." I thought I was supposed to break squares or some shit like that. I don't know what the fuck.
That's just the beginning of the game.
Yes. That's before the sex scenes. You know what someone should do? They should make.
Al said it's 10 p.m. though. It's like, how does timelines work? Just let them know that we're doing the show now.
I'm just gonna yell at him.
This is your bag, man. You handle it.
I can fire a white guy. I'll get cheered on.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
I guess in this day and age, but still,
this will be my Lunar New Year.
Hey, which by the way, isn't that some shit how that came and went?
Yeah.
Like when everybody was sitting there like, Happy Lunar New Year, Happy Lunar New Year. And it's like, one of them said, no, you appropriated my culture too much. And went at his own culture.
Yeah.
And said, no more lunar.
He saw that Mulan remake. He knew what fucking time it was.
You mean like female can't be badass and lead the army?
Lead the army.
Oh my god.
Fucking Mulan. I haven't even seen that. I didn't even. Are you guys gonna see? I thought out of all the Super Bowl commercials, wasn't there supposed to be like a Little Mermaid commercial?
Yeah, it came out not too long ago, and it's whatever.
Damn, that bad, huh?
No, I mean, like, much like anything, it's like we knew it was coming, but why? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like when Aladdin came out, or like when The Lion King came out. I mean, at least with Jungle Book, it was like, hey, they ain't gonna go no further than this, but apparently they are. Because a real life Jungle Book movie has been done multiple times over.
That's crazy.
And now they got this politically correct Snow White about to come out. They're like, oh yeah, she's not gonna worry about her prince to come. And I was like, really? Have you not read the fucking story? Do you want to bet
that all the dwarves are going to be different minority groups?
Well, they said they're all going to be Peter Dinklage, so it's like, oh, okay.
Wait, they're all going to be the same dude?
Yeah. There's a whole big shit about that. I was like, wow.
There's got to be more than one midget in Hollywood, right?
There's more than one black person in fucking LA. I mean, what do you think?
Idris Elba's the only one. That's all I know about.
Of course it is, because they're trying to water that down, along with Namor.
They fired Denzel, and then they were like, where's the other one at? And then they just started throwing Idris Elba on everything.
Well, yeah. That's because everybody's like, hey, Samuel Jackson's getting kind of old. We need to exploit another black dude.
It's over for Idris when he does Shaft. When he does when they do the next reboot for Shaft.
Nah, see, that's going to be the Jonathan Majors vehicle right there, you know?
Oh, man. It'll be like Michael B. Jordan on the way out. He'll be Shaft. That boy can't act for shit, but
young Shaft.
Oh yeah, but he's a professional clown though. Remember that?
Yeah. Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, overusing him too. I'm sitting there like this. I'm like, you really, really put yourself in a hole, Hollywood? This ain't the first time, but way to go.
That's nuts. Like when you think about it, like I don't know. Michael B. Jordan, man.
I mean, like there are people that look just like Chadwick Boseman, but they didn't say like, and the family even said themselves, hey, you can recast Black Panther, we'll be okay with it. And then they were like, no, this is Kevin Feige's rules. I'm going to talk about black culture because I am black culture. It's like, what?
Could you imagine Kevin Feige telling you how to
how to be black?
Yeah. How to celebrate black culture.
I mean, that's pretty much what he did. Ryan Coogler's a good example of Coonan.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Wait.
No, you come back. The point is that
I almost left. I was like,
how you gonna walk off your own damn show? Shut up.
Floor, man.
Oh, fine, I will. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm at damn near 300 episodes on my series. Why the fuck not? You know?
What I mean? Go for it.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, they're gonna try to tell you how to feel, and then like they couldn't even put Atlantis as the name of the city for Namor and everybody else. I'm like, they're Atlanteans. You can't even roll with the source material. Who'd you piss off?
Do you think that was like them afraid that they would come across as like copying Aquaman?
Maybe, but at the same time, it's like, Submariner came first. It's like it really shouldn't matter at this point.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter about the fucking location. What matters is whether you got a good story or not.
They should say they came from the mystical land of Atlanta.
They could have done that, but you know what? Hey, they didn't. But much like anything, I mean, I'm sitting there and I watched it and I was like, wow, so nothing of substance was here.
No,
much like the marketing, it's like there's nothing here.
It was just those two aspects, like female lead fights Mexican guy.
Yeah, like you don't see enough of that at 7-Eleven. But the point is
you know how many bitches I've seen fight Mexican fools in my lifetime? A lot.
Many.
Yeah.
Many.
They're married too, like.
Oh yeah. You know what I mean?
It's like first date, they'll start smacking each other.
Yeah, that's how deep love can be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how I ended up with 3 kids.
3 kids.
Mm-hmm.
All different dads.
Right?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, have fun raising everybody's kids, you simp.
That's crazy. Imagine like you're with a girl, she's got like multiple kids, but they're all like different shades, and none of them match hers.
Don't be a menace.
And you gotta sit there and just be like, oh, how do I go about this?
Dashike! I'll call you the ball.
What if like you're not sure what one is too? Like if one's like, man, it's just because they hate me because I'm Mexican. You're sitting there going like, yeah,
Yeah, I hate you.
Like,
yeah, I hate you because you ain't mine, motherfucker. Simple as
a
that.
little Filipino, but what do I know, man?
I adopted you, son.
I adopted you, man.
Oh man,
Adoption's kind of wild when you think about it, right? Like you're taking in a kid that's not yours. You have no relation to them. It's not like a niece or a nephew or that needs like the help or
A
whatever.
distant cousin.
Yeah, you're taking in like a random fool. and then like, what if that kid ends up being a complete asshole and you have to sit there and pretend like you're going to put up with it? Right? Because I wouldn't. I think the second that kid turns into like a fucking straight up asshole, I'm just going to be like, remember, dog, I can leave you on the street and you'll be exactly where you're at before I found you.
Hey, nobody needs to know.
Like I didn't bring you into this world, but I can leave you out of mine.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Leave them right in front of the Krogers.
The Krogers. Tell them to sell fucking Girl Scout cookies, bitch.
Yeah,
Boy Scout cookies. Imagine those.
Shoot, drop them off at Kroger's or Ross, anything,
I'm gonna drop them in front of the 99-cent store, the Dollar General.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna drop
which somehow never dies, always comes back. I'm like, every time we're knee deep in recession, there's another fucking Dollar General being built. It's like, what the fuck. Especially in this state.
The 99-cent store is the only place where like a woman can go and still manage to spend like $120.
Oh yeah,
and deposit her dumpster baby.
Damn.
And he'd be like, then have the balls and be like, can I also use EBT here?
Oh my god!
You're like, yeah, rolled up in a Tesla. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm. And even then, ain't making no difference in that self-driving
they gave the
bitch.
Tesla to me with my Obama phone.
Mm-hmm. Is that the BlackBerry or something when they try to make that popular again? Remember that bullshit?
Yeah. They tried to bring the Obama phone back with like a whole. They might as well. They should have given away the Motorola Razors. Like, remember the fucking thing that Motorola tried to relaunch?
I thought they did.
I thought
that
Obama
whole thing
phone
was like, hey, want to be the guy that tests this out? Prototype. Here you go.
What you say, Moose?
No, I was gonna say I thought the Obama phone was the phone that was gonna give iPhone a run for its money.
Oh yeah, the Obama phone.
The Obama
the government phone. Government phone. They called it. It was like,
That'd
get out.
Sick, huh?
Government.
The government. The
government phone.
Yeah, with new reparations wireless, nationwide 5G coverage.
Oh man!
Except the government can read everything. Thank you.
And they already do without the damn Blackberries out.
Oh yeah. I saw a couple waiting in line for an Obama phone while I was walking into a Walmart, right? And I just thought like, these two.
They were waiting in line for it.
They were waiting in line for an Obama phone. Yeah.
How the fuck was there a line for a damn BlackBerry?
Like they don't even need the Obama phone. It was crazy to me. I was like, dog, what? Bro?
Hey man, I just got to make sure none of my friends have it.
I mean, there go that gentrification.
My Obama phone is the phone I used to be a sex pest. I used that one to take pictures of people. But here's the trick.
For some reason, my Obama phone does not let me log into OnlyFans. What's up with that?
Yeah. All it gets me is to Pornhub and like Epstein isn't guilty.com or some shit.
That's the homepage.
That's the default. It's like a rest in power king. The Jeffrey Epstein.
Damn. Rest in power king for him.
And like Leo Cohen of Def Jam Records.
Oh my god.
Man. Fuck those two. Yeah.
Actually, what happened with Def Jam Records? Like what's the real story on that one?
Damn, they tried everything. I think doesn't Jay-Z own them now? I know at some point he was like at least like, I don't know, he was some big shit, but they tried with Def Jam, and now Def Jam I think proliferates trying to make a rapper famous enough so he can die, and then they can make money off that.
Oh, you mean like how Biggie Smalls has that hologram that they say that doesn't happen? They're like, yeah, we're not gonna exploit his life. It's like, you've been doing that for multiple damn years.
Well, like in all these music contracts too, it's like Whenever anyone's ever asked me about those, it's just funny because like you don't imagine a job. If you worked at the Home Depot, they wouldn't ask you about your death clause,
Of course not.
right? They'd be asking you if you want some of their 401k, right? Like, or if you need insurance. Like, that's the craziest shit. Like, people idolize this like record deal thing only in perpetuity to the fact that if you die, they own your likeness and rights to the ends of the universe. And some of these is what these contracts say. So, especially if you die, they own it. You know?
That's pretty sick.
That is a pretty wild scam. Like that's a pretty good scam. You know, it's it's just, you know, it's always funny like when you see these like rappers and they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm a boss. I run shit." And then you're just like, "Okay, cool, dude."
I don't know, that guy in the suit back there looks like he's doing everything.
That old Jewish guy with his shirt kind of unbuttoned, he looks like he's running things, if you know what I'm saying. You know, so like, it's just crazy. Like, that's a weird thing. Like, Def Jam, yeah, because wasn't Def Jam like, didn't they have Tekashi 6ix9ine? Or am I tripping? That's somebody else.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was, you know, was there for a minute. I wouldn't be surprised. All I know is like when people are sitting there, even for like jams, and they try to tell me about their label deals, I'm like, how much of you do they own? Because, you know, some of these people don't read that. Some of these people don't read that fine print, bro. You know what I mean?
So someone like Tekashi 6ix9ine was Treyway until he got locked up. Then he came back and he got like a completely different deal. He said his 6ix9ine signed to Birdman. What the fuck?
Did he kiss him on the lip?
He better. Kiss him on the forehead.
That's how they sign
You know what I mean?
contracts.
Because it's amazing how like everything has to turn into gangstalicious every time when you just want to make music and talk about rough life on the streets.
That's so funny, man. I don't know.
You go from rough life on the streets to moonlight in like one weekend at Birdman's house.
I mean, it kind of, you know, it feeds into that, like, what is that, the theories of, I mean, there's enough people that have come out and said shit about Puffy hitting up like hitmen to, you know, end Biggie's career, quote unquote. And that's an interesting tale by itself because that was like his homie, quote unquote. Also his record label owner. So, you know.
Maybe he was thinking about jumping ship. You know, that free agency could be a killer for people.
Yeah, that's like when Kobe Bryant passed away. There were already documentaries as like retrospectives of his life ready 2 days after that.
Yeah, they were ready to kill him.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So,
or ready for him to die. But
yeah, they had it ready, you know?
I can't wait for the LeBron James documentary to come out.
They're going to say R.I.P. to his hairline. And then the resurrection of it, too. It was fucking crazy.
Well, that's why when he was doing that podcast, he was always in a barbershop somewhere. So, you know, he's missing it.
They're shaving it off, shaving it down. They're giving him the Beijing.
Shaving it down.
Trying to fade it back.
They had him and Draymond Green in there.
And Drake.
Yep.
Fucking crazy. They might as well just be making out. It's like weird when like fools are just doing these podcasts and all they're doing is just like congratulating each other the whole time.
Yeah, it's basically a suckfest.
Yeah.
Blow each other for 2.5 hours.
I could see Drake doing that.
And more. And then I think Joe
like,
Budden's trying to I think Joe Budden's trying to make himself relevant again by saying Michael Jordan did do all this stuff in his prime. And it's like, oh, shut up.
Joe Budden's a fucking asshole. I think that it's weird. Like what made his show work was the fact that he had like two normal guys right next to him. And he was
Well, yeah. Well, anybody watch this, they watch it from Maul and Lori and their stories. They didn't watch it for him. Yeah. But like Joe Budden's like, nah, fam. You much like a rapper, you're gonna fade out a little bit. We like these other two guys.
Yeah. Joe Budden. It's funny to think that like podcasting too is it's no coincidence that all the pop culture shit that was cool 2 years ago that everyone like really banked on, now that
drying up.
Yeah, now that it's dying, so is like that whole podcast like support marketing / pop culture nerd world genre that kind of like pushes podcasting forward. Like all that's dying at the same exact time.
Yep. That's
And
because they're all
great.
saying the same shit. They ain't got no fucking story. Hey, I want to talk about Marvel. It's like,
Let's talk about like the meta meaning behind Ant-Man.
yeah.
Could you imagine doing that shit? Could you imagine like having to sit there and prep a show about we're gonna talk about what's next in phase 5? Aren't they at phase 5 right now?
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know
Either
what's
way.
worse, that or the whole the whole serial killer thing.
Yes, the true crime thing where they like
True
tell you
crime.
terrible stories, but it's like sexy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fucking gay.
And then half the time
Ooh,
they're
and
reading
then
from a
he
script they
strangled
didn't
her.
read
I hate
beforehand.
I hate that. Like, because what ends up happening is they turn it into this thing where it's like this like erotic twist on people dying. You have this content that you can't really, I mean, you can exploit, but you can only exploit it because the interesting part is the death. And then the sexy part is like ASMR. Like how we talked about the ASMR shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But what's crazy about that is like you ever meet those people that aren't really about this shit? There's just their way for being relevant.
Oh, yeah.
Or their way of trying to
And that's
actually
what-
say like
that's what
I
makes
know about this, and it's
And
like
that's what
they
makes it
don't.
almost like more harmful. Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
Oh yeah.
It's almost like, damn, dude, why are you discussing this? It's easy content. Like it's super easy.
Yeah,
That's a
because it
no-brainer.
actually happened, and you can pull it from the public archives, all that stuff.
And it's
you know?
public domain the second it hits the news.
That's
right?
it.
Like that Gabby Petito thing.
Plus, you know, it kind of doesn't really require opinion.
You're right. Or talent to come up with
Right.
the story. You know, you just got to read the story.
With Kroger brand products from Baker's, you can make all your favorite things this holiday season. Because Kroger brand's proven quality products come at exceptionally low prices. And with a money-back quality guarantee, every dish is sure to be a favorite.
These are a few of my favorite things.
Whether you shop delivery, pickup, or in-store, Kroger brand has all your favorite things. Baker's, fresh for everyone. The holidays start here at Baker's with a variety of options to celebrate traditions old and new. Whether you're making a traditional roasted turkey or spicy turkey tacos, your go-to shrimp cocktail, or your first Cajun risotto, Baker's has all the freshest ingredients to embrace your traditions. Baker's, fresh for everyone.
Save big on your favorites with the Buy 5 or More Save $1 each sale. Simply buy 5 or more participating items and save $1 each with your card. Baker's, fresh for everyone.